All right. So I'm definitely working on my skills of oration, and I'm going to talk for 15 minutes about a subject that I definitely don't know where it's going to end up, but it will be interesting to see where it ends up. And that is the subject of psychics. And where I'd like to start off with that is, where it's going to be because the truth is going to come out in our lifetime very soon here. And it obviously has been covered up, all the supernatural, all the things that would lead to massive amounts of people, understanding that there were, civilizations that were before our time that had reached um, higher uh, attainments than we've reached, and if that was known by anyone, the truth that Atlantis really existed, which is obviously what all the cover-ups and all the everything's around is covering up Atlantis, is because that would definitely lead to people understanding why they attained the heights that they attained and were able to do things like build the pyramids and have the technologies that they had that were obviously more advanced than we currently in are experiencing now. But that doesn't mean that they're still not out there, because they are, because the consciousness though of this world is just not aware of it yet, but it's getting warmed up, because you can see that in all the movies, all it is coming down to the end of time here, because I mean, if you put it all together, the prophecies, the precession of the equinox is coming to an end, which is a 26,000 year cycle. That the ancient Sumerians knew about, and the Egyptians and everything. Obviously, they got that knowledge from, you know you could say, beyond, and because there is actually a Sumerian tablet that was found in 5300 BC that had some uh, archaeologists found this, and obviously it's real. But it had the planets on it, but as you were coming in, not like going out. So obviously coming in from somewhere, but it had the planets in that coordination. So obviously, someone came in. And then that's where you could definitely see the where the missing link is, that everybody is that's been taken out of the picture. You that's it's pretty clear when the truth is revealed, and you get enough understanding that what the missing link is. um, but uh, just on the subject of psychics, because that is the reason why, because obviously that psychics are of the soul. Like, obviously, when you are a psychic, of past lives, and telepathy, and things like being contacted by relatives and stuff, um, you know from the other side. And that's actually an ability that everybody on all humans have. But obviously, some people are more prevalent to being aware of it, and some people are not. And that's the one thing that, in this world, they don't want anyone really catching on to, because that awakens higher states of consciousness, and understanding and awareness, and that is the worst thing that could happen for the elites of this world, that are in control of everything, making the matrix as it is, so people think that this is actually reality when they're actually in control of all the advanced technologies and all the wealth that actually is humanity's on this earth. And the 1%, definitely knew what they were doing with the Federal Reserve and all of that, and creating that. But that's what's been going on behind the picture, the real secret covert war, that really is extraterrestrial, interdimensional. It goes to those levels. And it's all they like. There is time travel involved in it, and it's been all about wiping out the people that control this world, hold everybody in oppression and slavery, because that is the truth, and taking them out of the picture. And obviously that is actually happening right now, and that's why I know what I know is about to happen because they are, and even for me to say this it's so black opt out that but yeah, the top guys are getting out of the picture, and that means that the new the real new world order can come in, and that thank God, because because when this happens, um, because the old world order that currently has had control of this world since the last fall of Atlantis, because they pretty much came in and obviously took control of everything, religions, everything like that, technologies, just truths and everything. The Vatican, the Vatican holds the all of the sacred humanity's sacred, like treasures and stuff like that. And because if it were revealed that what they held, it would just change everything. And thank God that behind the scenes, that behind in really another dimension of consciousness, there's been a war going on to get them out of the picture, and it's actually showing up on the earth, in the news, and all like the pedophile rings and stuff going down, and stuff like that. And this is all going to happen, and this is going to bring in the actual new republic. And this actually is the Illuminati's new world order, the real Illuminati's new world order, that involves everybody having equal chances, like equal distribution of wealth throughout the world, resetting everything, because the Federal Reserve is a complete sham. And once the illusion of the Federal Reserve is revealed, and it's like, and this is like, seen as just like fake. It's like, it's fake. It's not even real. And it's just it's gonna happen because the people that print this shit are getting taken out, and pretty soon they're all gonna be gone, and then the Federal Reserve is gonna be gone, and then the actual Nasara can come in and reset the wealth. There's already a plan in place that secret societies involved with intelligence agencies are have been carrying out, like definitely the Asian families, the White Dragon Society, who they train ninjas, and 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 all these corporations are involved in coming in and bringing in a new world order with definitely technologies, and all this stuff is I believe is going to happen this year. And I'm not even joking around about that. And so that is definitely very, very, very close to happening, because like me being a super soldier involved with who I'm involved with, which is Kruger, I have been on nothing but missions in which I'm now recalling every day about what has been going on, about getting rid of the dark side. In the picture. Um, so basically, with psychics, it's I can go back to this, like everybody, and this is where you see who won. Whoever wins controls history. Whatever side wins controls history. And the history that everybody knows about is the Wright brothers. Everybody knows about the Wright brothers, and they were the pioneers of aviation, and they were the ones that began that. But like, does anyone really know about the Vril sisters though? Because they were real people who were involved in secret societies, who were psychic mediums, who did receive uh, telepathic communication from extraterrestrials to build an interdimensional craft. And that is obviously, it's all shrouded in mystery and conspiracy, but that is the truth. And once you start studying all that, and getting into the secret societies of the Nazis, you definitely, that's where you start getting into some real truth. And obviously, the ones that are in control of history do not want that known about. So the whole Nazi thing is shrouded in darkness and mystery. So no one wants to know what that's all about. But really, the whole thing was about bringing about the truth of Atlantis in a golden age. That was the Nazi ideology. Um, but I understand that in the process of that ideology, it got corrupted by an extraterrestrial race, and that's where the whole Aryan white supremacy uh, thing came from. Was from an extraterrestrial influence that corrupted the Nazis, um, and that's definitely uh, something else that you get into. But as far as psychics go, like the Egyptians, in their mystery schools, they definitely, the initiates, the neophytes, they would be chosen from the society to undergo the mysteries, or the initiations of the ancient mysteries. And obviously, there are different levels, and of those, but and those mystery schools were actually carried on from, in Egypt, were carried actually on from Atlantis, from Atlantis to Egypt. And you can definitely know that because the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean definitely talks about how he basically, when Atlantis sunk, uh, the advanced civilization from Atlantis just pretty much went to Egypt, and they landed there. And but when he says it in much more beautiful language, than I'm expressing, but they landed there, and they pretty much, the Egyptians were not who the Egyptians are known to be. And when he landed, they landed in a spaceship, and they were obviously super advanced. And he said that they attacked them because they obviously didn't know what was going on. And that's when they came out, and they showed them that, their power. But they obviously didn't want to hurt anyone. But they had showed them the power and might of Atlantis. And then obviously the Egyptians were like, oh, okay, we're gonna listen to you. So you know, it's that's in the Emerald Tablets of Atlantis. So if you want to know where the pyramids came from and all that stuff, start getting into that, because it's coming down to the wire here where the truth is gonna be revealed, and it's gonna be definitely important to know, you know, to be ready for some truth. So I'm gonna it's 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes 30 seconds.